And late tonight, Toyota refused comment on the lawsuit because they say it is pending litigation.
Now, the Storm Team 5 HD forecast.
You know, there's so many different aspects to this once powerful storm that now is just becoming an annoyance around here. First of all, was the rainfall. Produced 2.5 to 3.5 inches of rain in many parts of our area. And then we had the 1.5 to 2.5 inches prior to that. So that means there's like 3 to over 5 inches of rain that's fallen from the combination of these two back-to-back storms this week. So that has put some of the rivers in flood. Merrimack at Lowell and at Haverhill, and also the Assabet and Maynard, Sudbury at Saxonville, Nashua at East Pepperell, and there's a list of others as well. Now, many of these will come down, hopefully, within 24 to 48 hours, and then we'll be in better shape in terms of that. But just keep aware of that if you are in areas close to those rivers. You know, New York City set an all-time record for their snowiest month. They picked up about 1.5 feet of snow out of this storm. So that makes this month for them over 36 inches of snow. That's over 3 feet. It's not only broken the all-time February record for them, it's broken the all-time monthly snow record for them. So they had all that snow and we had the rain. What in the world's going on? Well, this is the track of the storm, backing up from east to west. We keep talking about this crazy block that's going on in the atmosphere with high pressure in Greenland. Doesn't allow these storms to come all the way up. So it had to go this way. Well, the flow off the ocean made it warm in New England for rain and cold in New York to Philadelphia, and that's where the snowstorm struck. But of course, it became a super intense storm, and because of that, we got the tremendous thrust of wind that, of course, peaked last night. These are some of the wind gusts. You can add Salem of 73 miles per hour. Remember, hurricane force gusts 74 miles per hour or higher. Offshore weather buoys all were showing gusts of over hurricane force. So it was an incredibly powerful storm. It's weakening, just still spinning slowly around Long Island. That's the center. But you see the band of snow, especially along the Mass Pike is the southern edge. But you get around Route 2 and points north and now onto southern New Hampshire. A couple of inches of snow can accumulate there overnight where it's a little colder. And so be careful driving on untreated surfaces as we go through the night. This will become more sporadic toward tomorrow morning. There'll be a few scattered snow showers around tomorrow, but not as steady as the snow that's going on now to the north and to the west of Boston. Already been reports of a couple of inches here or there. From this point on, there could be another couple around Worcester County, maybe on up into southern New Hampshire. Notice the elevated areas, Berkshires, Monadnocks, Worcester Hills, always get a little more. Not too much in Boston, maybe enough to make it just a little bit slick. So here you go for the rest of the weekend. Periods of snow and flurries tonight. Heaviest will be along and north of Route 2. 27 to 33 will be our temperature range. Tomorrow, just occasional flurries may mix with a bit of rain. The sun could show a little bit here or there. 35 to 40. Very similar weather on Sunday, but there's going to be an ocean storm forming, and it may come close enough to brush by us late Sunday night into Monday. That could give some inches of snow, especially near and along the coast. We'll watch that. Then there'll be another ocean storm along about Wednesday, but I can't tell yet whether that one will be close enough or too far out at sea to bother us. Lots of things to follow. Mike Wonka will be following it next for you starting early tomorrow morning. Liz and Bob?
You've certainly been kept busy this winter, Harvey, with all these interesting storms that we've had. Well, still ahead tonight, there is a shakeup at the White House.
Well, is it the backlash from those infamous party crashers? We're going to tell you who's checking out after a social climbing couple checked in.